8 of the 13 new house guests met for the first time, unaware of the huge twist that awaited them.
We've shaken things up this year, thrown in an exciting new twist called the X Factor. They'll soon be joined by an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend they thought was out of their life for good.
But before they could even get to know each other,
you guys want to check out the
Big Brother put a slant on things with the first food competition. A peanut butter and jelly diet was at stake.
Oh my God.
The 8 were elated to win food, but were stunned when Big Brother announced that the 5 late arriving house guests were not exactly strangers.
You will be soon joined by your ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends.
As the first 8 house guests worried which of their exes might walk through the door,
Oh my God, what if I have to share my bed with my ex?
the remaining 5 were sent into the house unaware that a blast from their past was waiting inside.
Oh my.
As 5 former couples were united, all of the house guests were forced to face the shocking new twist.
I have to go throw up or something.
Will the exes work with or against each other?
I don't want him here. I don't want him here.
Previously on Big Brother 4, 8 new house guests moved in and were confronted with a shocking new twist.
You will be soon joined by your ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends.
The original 8 quickly formed an alliance.
The Elite 8 is all together right now. The 5 people who came in later need to go fast. They need to go painless.
Actually, I was trying to have a mature conversation with you.
The 5 exes received a mixed welcome.
I told you he was paranoid.
She threatened me with a pot. That's why I'm talking to you.
There's definitely a lot of scheming going around.
And though the house guests took time to bond in the jacuzzi, Erica was already strategizing.
I am always thinking about the game.
Then, after a grueling endurance challenge,
This is like the worst pain ever.
Nathan found himself holding the power.
You're the first head of household.
Who will Nathan nominate? The original 8 quickly formed an alliance.
The Elite 8 is all together right now. The 5 people who came in later need to go fast. They need to go painless.
Actually, I was trying to have a mature conversation with you.
The 5 exes received a mixed welcome.
I told you he was
She
paranoid.
threatened me with a pot. That's why I'm talking to you.
There's definitely a lot of scheming going around.
And though the house guests took time to bond in the jacuzzi, Erica was already strategizing.
I am always thinking about the game.
In the first head of household competition, a deal was cut between chums, sparing Justin and Robert from possible nomination.
I got you. I got both of you.
Go.
And Nathan was crowned the first head of household.
Congratulations, Nathan.
As the first nomination ceremony approached, cracks started to appear in the original alliance of 8.
Never think for a moment that we're not 8. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
And Erica and Scott seemed primed for possible eviction.
I'm very pissed off at Eric and Scott right now. One of us gotta go.
But ultimately, Nathan stuck with the Elite 8, nominating exes G and Amanda.
Amanda, in a game sense, I feel like, I can't trust you.
Upsetting Scott in the process.
I'm going to do everything I can in this house to send that hick boy home.
All right.
I'm fine. I knew.
Stakes were raised when house guests learned of this year's golden veto.
I have to get that veto power because that means that I can take myself out of the nomination block.
But it was Dana who won the coveted power. And talk of a possible replacement nominee threatened to splinter the original 8.
Scott has done everything to get on my very last nerve. You pissed me off, you gotta go.
But before Dana could wield her power, Scott's attitude took a turn for the worse.
Come in and get me. Can't handle me. It take 3 of you.
Want to talk to me?
Scott.
Prompting a group meeting.
A lot of people feel very uncomfortable, threatened, possibly. We do feel like, this is definitely the worst environment for you to be in.
And leading to his expulsion from the Big Brother house.
Scott finally went into the diary room and we were told that he wasn't coming back.
With Scott gone, the alliance of 8 is down to 7. The house grew divided as outcast exes G, Robert, and Justin bonded. Desert Room denizens Dave, Jack, and Erica tried to sway Nathan to their cause. And Dana walked the fine line between.
There's a perception in the Alliance of 8 that Dana is playing both sides, that she's cozying up to Justin and Robert.
While former couple Robert and Erica clashed openly.
We're not friends. We never were friends. So what do you want to do, hang out now?
I just don't want it to be an uncomfortable situation.
Allison flirted with both her ex-boyfriend Justin and head of household Nathan. And new friends Amanda and David grew close. Nominees Amanda and G waited anxiously for the first eviction.
One of them will be the first to leave empty-handed.
But the result was a shutout.
By a vote of 9-0, Amanda, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
And after a close competition,
the correct answer is 9,000 plus.
G became the new head of household, sending shivers through the Alliance of 8. Which two house guests will G?
Oh, this is hot. This is so hot.
G's alliance with fellow exes Robert and Justin sent the original Alliance of 8 scrambling.
The Elite 8, now Elite 7, is struggling severely.
Elite 8 member Dana seemed to be straying to the other side.
And at this point, we're on track to get there.
Alienating her alliance in the process.
If we have to lose one of us, we need to get Dana nominated.
Dana's pretty much our wild card right now.
In a savory food competition, the house became further divided as the losing team faced a week of PB&J.
Can't talk about it anymore because I'm going to kill myself.
At the nomination ceremony, G revealed his plan.
I have selected Erica and Michelle as the nominees for eviction.
Making it clear he wants Erica out.
I'm not judging you as a person, or your character. It's just for strategic purposes.
And putting Michelle up as a pawn.
I'm being put up because, I'm too nice and, innocent.
I have selected Erica and Michelle as the nominees for eviction.
It was great to see Erica get put up on the block because I need her out of this game. That's the only way that I will win.
But the power in the house shifted when David won the golden power of veto, forcing him to make a tough decision between his ex and his ally.
Good job, man.
Definitely for using a golden veto to get Dana up on the block.
What are we saying? What are we doing? How are we voting? What's going on?
Dana right now has no idea how many people are gunning for her.
June, Michelle, and Allison attempted to lighten the mood with a vegetarian fashion show.
I was thinking, this is pretty damn good.
But the tension mounted as David prepared to announce his plans for the veto.
If David uses that veto power to save Erica and he expects me to put up Dana, the message that I'm getting is that you guys just don't care about me at all.
Pressured by G to keep the nominations intact, David opted against using the golden veto.
Now that the veto hasn't been used, Erica is gone unanimously. The whole house is going to vote against her.
The original 7 struggled to hold their alliance together.
What are we saying? What are we doing? How are we voting?
With June's ex, G, as head of household, Erica and Michelle found themselves on the chopping block.
Obviously, Michelle was put up there as a pawn because I wanted Erica to be the one to be evicted out of the house.
And the originals worried that Dana would side with the exes.
I gave my word to Michelle that I wasn't going to evict her.
But David, Jack, and Nathan had other plans.
The exes don't think there'll be any votes for Erica. They're wrong.
And Dana questioned her resolve.
Who are you worried about?
Jack and Dave for sure.
While G, Justin, and Robert remained confident in their plan.
Erica is gone unanimously. The whole house is going to vote against her.
Nominees Michelle and Erica awaited their fate. The vote would take one of them by surprise, shocking the exes.
By a vote of 6-2, Michelle, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
And devastating Michelle.
G told me that I was 100% safe.
While everyone fought hard for the head of household.
Nathan.
12.
Incorrect both times.
It was Dana who seized the power, worrying everyone. G, Robert, and Justin realized the house had conspired against them.
Didn't you see what happened? Everybody was... No, they're all together against us. You guys know, you know that, right?
Did I mention that the psycho crazy bitch has head of household?
Leaving almost all of the house guests feeling unsafe before nominations.
You are flirting with me.
I am?
Dana's the wild card, you know. Nobody in the house trusts her, and she can put any one of us up.
The original 8 scrambled to keep Dana in line.
You're the strongest competitor in the alliance. If you switch sides, you're going to be not the strongest competitor.
Putting Dana in an uncomfortable position.
I can't take it. I can't take it. I really wish to God I didn't win this competition.
At the nomination ceremony, Dana officially jumped ship.
I nominated Allison and Jack for eviction this week.
Turning her back on her original alliance.
That's it. Nominations are over.
I think Dana made the biggest mistake of her life. She went like this. $500,000?
New lines were drawn as the rest of the house scrambled to assess their numbers.
Puts the alliance in a tough position.
I totally didn't see that one coming.
As the veto competition loomed, tensions mounted.
If you take a step back and think about it, you'll see that it was a move that no other guy or girl in this house had the balls to make.
And the X's continued to be a factor.
She did it for her own reasons.
You don't think you have anything to do with it?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I
Because she hates me because of you.
Secret strategies were hatched in an attempt to undermine Dana's authority. Allison's prayers were answered as Nathan won the coveted golden veto.
Nathan, you get the bling bling.
And proceeded to shock the other house guests by using his newfound power.
Dana, I think that Allie deserves a second chance in this house, and I exercise to use my veto on Allie.
Stunned, Dana was forced to choose a replacement nomination.
David, you could thank Nathan for it, because I have to put you on the block. I'll do something that he will never have the nerve to do.
I won't give up. I'm not done until I walk out the front door. It's just a couple more days that I gotta try to sweet talk my way, you know, out of this eviction. I just wanted to slap her with a big backhand. Whoosh.
While both Jack and David lobbied to stay in the game.
They need to keep me instead of Jack over this.
Anxieties grew.
I'm feeling very vulnerable right now.
And the House seized the opportunity to get rid of what they perceived as the stronger threat.
By a vote of 5-2, Jack, you can unpack your bags. David, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Then the head of household competition thrust Dana's arch rival into the spotlight.
Congratulations, Allison. You are the new head of household.
Making Dana a...
It couldn't be a worse week for Dana in the Big Brother house.
The exes knew that Allison may come after them.
I know it does, but there's nothing, you know what I mean? There's nothing we can do about it.
As nominations approached, Allison's allies tried to convince her to go after her ex, Justin.
I would argue Justin and Dana and throw Justin out.
But Justin made a last-minute deal with Allison.
If I don't put you out, then I hope you won't put me out.
No, I won't.
Allison decided to go after Dana for her betrayal of the original alliance. And Dana's closest ally, June, hoping to ensure Dana's departure.
It's a vote for Dana to stay. And I can't risk that again because I know that Dana would come after me.
Making it clear that she wants Dana gone.
Dana put me on the block last week for personal reasons. She should probably just walk out the door now.
If I stay, she better sleep with one eye open.
But Allison's nominations did not sit well with the members of her alliance, who wanted Justin up on the block.
Major mistake.
Damn. We had the perfect freaking scenario.
Facing possible eviction, June laid low, while Dana crossed enemy lines in search of support.
My life in the Big Brother house depends on this veto.
But thoughts of the pending veto competition were set aside as house guests helped G honor the anniversary of his father's passing.
I just wanted to thank him for all that he did for me and for my family.
In the most strategic competition to date, Robert pulled off a stunning veto victory.
I have the power to choose what I want to do with it.
but he chose not to use the golden power of veto.
The meeting is adjourned.
And though Dana thought she was tight with the X's,
We know it's going to be 3-3, like you 3 for me and those 3 for her.
Justin, Robert, and G were looking out for themselves.
What's better for us?
While Dana lobbied hard to stay in the game,
You and Jack both know that I'm not out to get either one of you.
June lost her patience.
She's campaigning against me, and I just can't stand that.
Allison kept up appearances with her alliance, while also making deals with the other side.
I kind of cut a little deal with the Three Stooges.
Like, if you guys are HOH, like, I'll vote however you want. I don't care.
And Nathan grew suspicious.
I just don't like how you try to sneak around.
Me? I think you're paranoid.
When the eviction was announced,
By a vote of 6-0, Dana, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Jack, Erica, Allison, and Nathan saw the unanimous vote as a victory, but their joy was short-lived.
Congratulations, Justin. You are the new head of household.
And the power shifted once again to the X's. On top.
It's gonna be a great week, man. What can I say? I mean, the dream team is still alive.
Nathan was not pleased at the new power shift.
Sucks.
And Nathan's closest ally, Allison, seemed to be switching sides.
I'm a floater right now.
Meanwhile, Jack and Erica hoped to fly under the radar.
Just stay out of the way all the way to the front.
As nominations loomed, Justin, Robert, and G held court as house guests came to them to plead their case.
I've not lied to any 3 of you in this room.
It's true.
And even Nathan tried to make a deal with the Stooges.
If I could somehow survive this week, I guarantee you guys, I'm not gonna put any 3 up.
In the end, Justin was not swayed, putting Jack and Nathan on the nomination block.
You guys are both extremely strong competitors, and you're a big threat in this game. The fact of the matter is, both of you didn't hesitate to lie to my face, and I can't look past that.
Jack and Nathan mourned the state of the original alliance.
So unbelievable.
8-4 to 3.
8-4 to 3.
As the crucial veto competition got underway, Nathan found himself cornered.
So what's going on here? Triple team?
And eliminated, leaving Robert to claim the golden power of veto for the second week in a row.
I guess luck wasn't on my side again.
Egos were flexed.
Dude, from here on out, we're gonna be remembered in this game.
And in the end, the veto was set aside.
I'm not gonna use the power of veto today.
Leaving Justin's nominations in place.
My back's against the wall. I'm gonna see what I can do.
You can never take anything for granted in this house.
Panicked, Nathan betrayed his alliance with Jack and Erica and cut a deal with Justin.
If you spare me, I will put up this honest God truth. Anybody you guys want me to.
But tensions grew as the house guests awaited their first live eviction vote.
Justin yelled at me.
Huh?
What she's telling us are just lies.
You're a little snake.
And when the vote was finally announced,
By a vote of 5-0, Nathan, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Nathan realized that the entire house had turned against him.
Not even Allison gave you a sympathy vote.
I felt like, she's going to go with the majority just to better herself in the game.
The remaining house guests were caged in for a crucial head of household competition.
The winner will be the person who stays in the longest.
Robert bowed out first. Then June cut a deal.
Am I really safe, guys?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Infuriating Robert.
She's a snake, and she made a deal with him.
With Justin and Robert on the sidelines, it was up to G to keep the Stooges alive. But Jack and Erica convinced G he was safe this week and to give up the head of household competition.
It hurts me to do this right now.
Of course it
really does.
Of course.
In the end, Erica remained caged the longest and became the next head of household.
Congratulations, Erica.
Thanks, Justin.
With nominations approaching, the Three Stooges started to turn on each other.
When you think about the dream team, Robert hasn't done a great deal to help our team out.
And Allison continued to play both sides.
Which way are you leaning?
I'll stay with you guys if you want.
At the nomination ceremony, Erica went after the strongest alliance, finally making a move to break up the Three Stooges.
I have nominated you, Justin, and you, Robert. I'm here to break up alliances.
But new alliances were emerging.
Hell would freeze over first, but maybe even Allison and I will become a pair.
The household was touched as Robert became America's choice to receive a letter from his daughter.
Dear Pop.
Dear Pop, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Daughters are special to their dads, and America always gets it right.
More determined than ever, Robert focused on winning the power of veto.
I do want to save myself.
But it was June who took the golden prize. And although she seemed uncertain,
So should I use the veto?
Let's just say, made a bold move like save Justin.
ultimately, she left Erica's nominations intact.
I'm not going to use the veto.
You guys are more than just friends to me. No, it's like you're like brothers to me in this game.
And though she stayed close to Jack, Erica and her ex Robert planned for the future.
You and G go up, we vote out G. But if Jack and I go up, we vote out Jack.
While Alice once again sided with the majority.
There's no way the four of us can pick them off.
She also tried to bond with her former enemy, June.
Oh, get Robert. Yes.
But the two floaters decided to stick with the original plan, and when the eviction was announced,
Justin, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Allison's ex was sent packing. And it seemed Jack and Erica had finally toppled the Stooges.
Yep. Jay.
But their joy quickly ended when Jack choked on the next head of household competition.
Oh, not even close. Gee, congratulations. You are the new head of household.
And the two Stooges were back in business.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, the dream team is still running. And Justin, if you get to see this, man, this is for you, dude.
In an unprecedented twist to the game, the house guests were given some unexpected news.
This week, you'll be competing for the golden power of veto before G, as head of household, announces his nominations for eviction.
Tempted by the power of the golden veto in exchange for alienating their fellow house guests, most turned down the offer.
I don't want the golden power of veto if it forces the other house guests to eat PB&J.
But G took the bribe.
Julie, that offer I will accept.
Putting the whole house on PB&J for 1 week. And when the house guests were told that someone had given in to temptation, some reacted worse than others.
I'm pissed off.
The house figured out who the veto winner was.
It was wrong. It was G. He's just gone.
And June questioned his judgment.
Don't you think that
You could offer me 50 grand.
anyone who would have accepted it would know that for this week they're safe, but next week they'd be a bigger target?
I just didn't appreciate the way she handled the question and, in front of the other house guests.
G's winning streak continued.
I got the HOH, and I have the veto in the same week. Now I have the McDonald's.
Looking to take out his greatest threats, G nominated Jack and Erica for eviction.
This is the best strategic move for myself and for my alliance.
Then he kept his nominations intact by not using the power of veto.
G's best move would have been to use the veto and put me up and get me out of the house.
I think G's veto action today could backfire in his face.
And with the vote drawing near, the House appeared to be dividing along gender lines.
It needs to be the three of us.
But will those lines stick?
I'm like the plague, and now I'm spreading through the house.
And Robert looked forward to sending his ex packing.
No, one person will leave this house for sure. It's Wednesday, and that's going to be, Eric's kid.
But the girls made a secret deal.
It needs to be the three of us.
Though Allison was still a wild card.
I wouldn't trust Allison with anything. I would not trust Allison with my newborn son.
I tell Erica and June what they want to hear.
I don't trust Jack over Erica.
I tell Robert and G what they want to hear.
I just can't wait to be like, I vote to evict Erica.
Nevertheless, Jack felt confident the boys would win out.
I think I'm going to stay, but I'm going to feel very bad about Erica leaving.
But the eviction proved the women had the upper hand.
Jack, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
And that was just the start.
Congratulations, June. You are the new head of household. for the first time this season.
But there was a new twist in the game.
Expect the unexpected.
And June found herself at the center of a mystery.
You're going to leave the Big Brother house. You're going to New York City, where tomorrow night you'll be a special guest at the MTV Video Music Awards.
A break from captivity, flying to New York City and attending the MTV Video Music Awards.
I'm here and I'm psyched.
The remaining house guests were challenged to find their new HOH.
To win the Golden Powder Veto, you must be the first to name where your HOH is and in what city.
Determined to keep the ladies of the house in control, Allison walked away with the veto power.
June is going to be one happy chick when she comes in the door and I have this little medallion around my neck.
But June's vacation had its consequences.
I don't want June in the finals.
I know, we gotta fight it. We gotta get her up. Now she definitely doesn't deserve it.
No, she really doesn't.
On June's return, G seized the opportunity to break the girls' alliance and evade nomination.
So if you did happen to see me, then it'd be us two against them two.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I would work with you. Like, who would you want out if that was the case?
Really?
But G's appeal fell on deaf ears as June put him on the nomination block and then stunned the house by nominating Allison as well.
I thought that I was going to get nominated with G. I was shocked.
And though G thought he had an ace in the hole,
June and I still do have a secret alliance. I just look at her as kind of a tool to get, to get further in this game.
Allison held the golden power of veto.
I have this little medallion around my neck.
And everyone waited anxiously to see if Allison would use it.
If I use the veto, there are only two possibilities for June to replace me with either Erica or Robert.
Erica and Robert remained calm.
I think that aligning with Allison is probably the smartest move at this point.
I feel really confident that I can manipulate the girls, every one of them.
But when Allison exercised her power of veto,
I am putting Robert up on the block in place of Allie.
Robert found himself in the nomination chair alongside his dream teammate, G.
I trust that you guys will make the right decision.
And the dream team was finally torn apart.
G, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Though the women were sitting pretty for a moment,
Take care.
Bye, G.
Robert suddenly seized the upper hand.
Robert, congratulations. You are the new head of household. June, hand over the key to the HOH bedroom. Thank you, house guests.
Pitting the women against each other.
I hate her.
Robert reached out to his ex, Erica, with a plan to make it to the end.
My idea was me, you, and June for the final three.
While June and Allison grew suspicious of Erica.
I'm pissed. Played us hard. Not yet, that's not over.
Knowing she may be a target for nominations, Allison tried to persuade Robert she was not a threat.
I pissed a lot of people off in this game. I think that if he was smart, he would try to be taking myself to the finals.
But at the nomination ceremony, Robert decided to stick by his ex and nominate the two floaters.
Obviously, I've chosen June and Allison.
Making it clear he wants to take his ex to the final three.
I get to save Erica so we can make the alliance for the end, so it was perfect.
But with only 4 house guests remaining, allegiances seemed questionable at best.
My alliance right now is with everybody in the house.
Longing for contact with the outside world, Robert became America's choice to receive a phone call from home.
I love you. I'm gonna see you very soon, baby. Very soon. You don't have to cry.
But all thoughts returned quickly to the game as the house guests readied themselves for the steepest challenge to date.
The veto is really important. Not only do you have the power to take yourself off the block, you also have the power to pick who you want to be in the final 3.
In the ultimate rise to power, it was Allison who claimed the final power of veto.
It's all about the veto. People think they know what's going to happen in this game, and with me, you never can tell what I'm going to do or what I'm going to pull out. So I am the unexpected.
Yeah, I'm going to be working it, of course. That's my girl, and I'm going to keep her close.
Alice!
When it came time to use it, she didn't hesitate.
I don't want to take the risk of being evicted, so I am going to veto myself.
But with that very move, Erica went up on the block and Allison was forced to choose between her two allies.
Allison, you now have the sole vote to evict.
I am so incredibly sorry that I vote to evict Erica.
Breaking up the final set of exes in the house.
Erica, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house.
3 months in isolation. Only June, Robert, and Allison remained in contention for the $500,000 prize.
I have done everything that I needed to do to get here.
In part 1 of the final head of household competition, Allison cut a deal with Robert.
If I win the final HOH, the last part, I'm like 99% positive I'll take you.
Okay.
My worst fear is that perhaps Robert and Allison have some sort of alliance.
But in part 2 of the competition, June outthought Robert, allowing her to go against Allison in the final round.
I'm gonna ruin June in the next HOH.
As they waited for round 3 to begin, Robert tried to threaten the girls into taking him to the finals.
If you win and take her, you're gonna get second. That's the way I feel.
Right.
And I can do it. I have that power.
And while Robert waited confidently on the sidelines,
I think I'm staying for another week.
Obvious winner in this one is Allison. Congratulations.
Allison seized victory, giving her the power to personally evict one of the other 2 house guests.
I have to vote to evict you. I'm sorry.
As Robert leaves to join the jury, how will June and Allison get along on their own?
It's hard.
Congratulations, June. By a vote of 6-1, you are the winner of Big Brother 4. Congratulations to you both.
I vote to evict Julie.
All right, I'm out of here. Take over this show. It is awful quiet in there. Tell you what, June, your ex-boyfriend Bob is waiting for you outside. Allison, your mother and father are waiting for you. So, ladies, if you will please lead your housemates out the front door.
Okay, guys, let's go. Come on. He's here. You're okay.